Hello there, my very good friends. On this wrestling news video, the entire WWE locker room has been worked into a shoot by the Seth Rollins fake injury. I'm Andy.
I'm Adam.
And this is the news.
Or is it a work?
Well, who knows? Maybe this is a fake news video. We weren't actually planning on doing a second one today, but this story just broke from PW Insider, and I think it's pretty interesting and fun to talk about.
I agree.
So let's talk about it. You know the whole Seth Rollins fake injury gimmick, right? So he got hurt before... What was the pay-per-view coming out of that he got hurt? I can't even remember.
Is it Saturday Night's main event?
Night Champion
Not
Saturdays. One of them.
Yeah,
about 4 weeks before SummerSlam, he was on the crutches. He had a brace on his knee. Word on the street was that he was going... It was Saturday Night's main event. Word on the street was that he was going to Alabama to get an MRI, get it checked out, all of that stuff. It quickly emerged from John Pollock that it's probably not real. He reported, I believe, along the lines of he was told to expect an injury angle in that match with LA Knight, which is exactly how it transpired. Dave Meltzer followed up a couple of days later going, yeah, this is a work. Basically. And so it transpired. They were trying to create like a big moment, weren't they? They were trying to make it seem like there's no way Rollins can cash in because he's injured. Then at SummerSlam, he comes out on the crutches. CM Punk has just won the World Heavyweight title. Rollins drops his crutches, takes off the knee brace, cashes in the Money in the Bank contract, and CM Punk is the shortest reigning World Heavyweight Champion ever with a 5-minute reign, thanks to the cash-in. Well, this whole situation, it was reported by Fightful Select and other outlets that the WWE had gone to great lengths to try and get this work over. They were working the bars in the back. Rollins was on crutches backstage, all of this stuff. Becky Lynch has kind of played this up a little bit on socials as well. So they went to the extent of working people within the company, and that's pissed some people off, apparently.
I don't worry that this was going to happen.
Yeah, so Mike Johnson here from PW Insider reporting. I'm just going to read you the exact quote from the PW Insider Elite article. I want to caution everybody. Obviously, WWE can lie to anybody they want. They'd never do that.
No.
They certainly lie to a lot of people. It would appear during the Seth Rollins situation, much of which has left a very unhealthy flavour in the mouths of a lot of people who work behind the scenes for the company, as well as talents who are in-ring performers. So, seems like the people who got worked are upset about it.
And I can understand that frustration and the sort of wider ramifications. We've literally just finished the Raw Review podcast, and we mentioned this with regards to the wider ramifications for WWE, because being worked by WWE is now sort of part of the conversation, isn't it? People speculate on it with Seth, and then obviously it all happened at SummerSlam. There's the Karrion Kross thing going on right now of like, has he left? Or is this all just sort of an elaborate work to bring him back in a really dramatic way? And then the thing that we were talking about on the Raw review was Naomi scheduled for a big title match against Io Sky on Raw. Hours before the show, it's announced she's not medically cleared and she can't compete. Now, my brain always still goes, when they say it's an injury, just believe them. Because you don't want to be the person, as I've mentioned before, saying, Kevin Owens' neck's fine, he'll be working WrestleMania, and then you hear him on like the Cody podcast talking about the stuff he suffered through, and you think, oh God, if he'd have seen a tweet of ours or something.
Yeah.
Just a bad stuff.
Don't do it.
I also think that, and I've read this as well, that the whole Seth Rollins work is possibly part, and we've sort of seen this with like Drive to Survive with the Netflix documentaries, of them bringing in an idea to kind of shake things up within whatever sport that they are covering, and that becoming a central point of one of the episodes or the entire series, for example. And there's already been talk about the fact that there was loads of cameras backstage at SummerSlam, possibly due to Brock Lesnar's return, but more likely due to them showcasing the reactions to, oh my God, everyone's been worked. Even I thought Seth Rollins was injured, and I was good mates with him, but it's all a work, and now what on earth do I believe, what do I trust? Well, that's all well and good, but it also can foster this idea that people are like, right, come on, I get it, we're working the fans, but this is me we're talking about, whoever that may be. And I can understand this being a cause of frustration amongst the talent.
And if you don't want to get yourself worked into a shoot, you need to check out our NordVPN offer today, guys. It's gone after today. 76% off, up to 4 months for free, up to a $50 Amazon gift card. Link is in the description. Sign up today or you have lost your opportunity. Seth Rollins did not lose his title opportunity.
Good.
When he won after cashing in his money in the bank.
He executed the contract.
He did. He executed the contract, and a moment was made on his way to the local medical facility, which is where you might go if you get too annoyed at being worked. So I often say that if you're above being worked, then wrestling is not for you. But that's usually from a fan's perspective, right? If you're watching at home and you get annoyed that the show has tricked you, what are we doing here? You're supposed to be tricked. Like, you're supposed to buy...
Imagine watching that as a TV show. Wait a second, it was them the whole time, turns off.
Yeah. What do you mean? What do you mean Breaking Bad isn't real?
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm done with you, Walter White. Or like Walter Shite.
Sorry, he was dead the whole time?
Yeah.
Off you go.
Yeah, Walter Shite in the bin. Because he's a bad guy. What we're trying to say here... that usually applies to fans. With co-workers, a bit trickier because they're backstage. You don't want to piss them off, all of this stuff. I will say that if a portion of people within WWE was actively worked by this, they must be the only people in the world who thought the... I mean, look, the obviously, our audience are very intelligent. They knew that this whole situation was a work. They understood this from day one because we've been here talking about it every day. But look, not everyone is as smart as the WhatCulture Wrestling audience.
No.
Or some people maybe just bought into the work. Either way, it's quite funny. I think this is a funny story, really. I was like, oh no, I got fooled by a fake knee injury. It's like, I don't know, man.
Do you think it's necessarily... I was thinking this as well. Do you think it's them getting fooled by it, or them, like I say, undermining injuries in wrestling? Do you think that's also part of it?
That might be part of it.
I don't want people sat there, when I have a potentially career-ending injury going, come on, get up.
But name a person who's got a shredded knee at the moment.
Yeah.
Like Rizzo from... Rizzo the Rat from... That's from the Muppets. Adriana Rizzo. Yeah, sorry. She just shredded her knee. If you're in that situation, I might be like, I don't care for this too much. But obviously she did it 2 days ago or whatever.
We are really in the know. We know when a referee does that's not a good sign.
Yeah.
So and I like the fact that they've never really done that. They've never cheapened that.
No, that usually means something. And if you know, like, the referee's reaction to the Rollins spot in the match,
something felt off, didn't it?
It's not right. It feels a bit strange. Yeah. And then Triple H kind of bringing it up apropos of not like out of nowhere on the Evolution post show. He was like, "Oh, by the way, all women's pay per view, but Seth Rollins, he's in." It was a bit like, "What? What you
see him back there?"
Yeah, what are you doing over here, Mr. Levesque? I'll tell you one person who wasn't worked or seemingly had a good time with this: Nikki Bella.
She's going from strength to strength, isn't she?
Yeah, she's been on the Nikki and Brie show, and she said. So this is something that she loves about the business. Rollins fooled us all. He was at Evolution. I had almost a 30-minute conversation with him about his knee. So Rollins has done a really good job here. We should put him over. He's fooled everybody in that locker room. And he's like, yeah, it's the same one. This feels worse, but it gave me a good 10 years. She said she believed the whole thing and she felt really bad for him. But instead of being like, you fooled me, Nikki Bella was like, cool. Yeah. Good job.
Commitment to the bit.
Yeah. So maybe we're being a bit harsh on the wrestlers here. Maybe if Seth's there and he's pouring his heart out and going like, I think my career's in the balance or whatever. Maybe that's a bit more convincing than just some reporting.
And maybe that's why they chose it to be a knee injury. I don't know. There was some speculation at the time, and I don't know how legitimate that was, that it was like they are faking a really bad knee injury to cover for, a minor knee injury that might need him to take a week or two off television or whatever.
Yeah.
But a knee injury, like you say, he has been through the mill with this in the past. Really horrible time for him. But it is one of those things of like, if it's something you're going to lie about, have it be something you know about. Like, they wouldn't... Like, for me, if I had to take time off and I said, it's because I got really sunburnt because I'm pale and ginger, and it hadn't actually happened, I've got enough stories about the time when I went to the Dominican Republic and forgot to put sun cream on that I can remember what it is to BS about.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Rather than if it was like, how's your arm? And he's like, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
No, it hurts, actually.
Yeah, the dislocated ligament in the plantar the fishbone has...
the metatarsal's gone again.
Yeah, the metatarsal is gone, and now it's the interstitial space invaders have infiltrated my bloodstream, and it has turned to custard. You can't get away with that crap.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, it does sound nice, actually. Shouts to anyone who's got custard in their veins.
Yeah.
Let us know. let us know if you are custard, Kevin. This has just turned into complete nonsense.
This is what happens when we don't do the news videos first thing, ladies and gentlemen. We've had a bit of lunch.
Yeah.
We're all over the place.
Football quiz is coming up.
Football quiz incoming.
It's coming soon. We've been kicking pool balls around the office. It's a fun time. But yeah.
Will you work? Let us know if you're angry about it. Let us know.
Are you pissed off at this? I mean, you don't work there. I don't see why you should be. But if you are, let us know down below. I don't know. If Rollins is talking to you face to face and he's like, yeah, man, I'm really busted up, I can see why that might rankle you the wrong way. Although I think I would just be like,
good stuff.
Yeah, workers, brother.
It's like an actor staying in character the whole time they're shooting a movie. I can respect it to a certain extent.
Exactly. So if they've kind of bought into that and they've swerved the reports like the Pollock and the Meltzer, all right, work.
Work in the words of Rihanna.
Watch out, that might get. Sometimes you say lyrics and it just thinks it's the actual song. I've got a brand new combine harvester. Let's try that one out. But yeah, thank you for joining us. Simon Miller will be here shortly with Raw Ups and Downs.
Yes.
See you soon. Bye. See you tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.
Video.